just gonna race car my way through this one because I'll be honest, I didn't see the Craftsman race, I didn't see the Nationwide race because I worked all of yesterday and was unable to even come close to seeing a second of any of it. So all I know is Johnny Sauter won, and either James or Chris Buescher won. All I saw was Buescher. And Ryan Blaney got injured. That's all I know. As for the Sprint Cup race, it looked like it was going to start off to a good going, you know. Kyle Busch having more issues, that made me happy. But after that, it all went downhill. Really, it was steep. It was rising. Plummets. First, Martin Truex Jr. gets in a wreck, ruins his entire day, and not to mention the fact that he'd only been on the track for what? Was that the only track time that he's had all weekend? Unless there was a little yesterday. Then, Kyle Larson into Dale Jr. in the pit stops, and then into the wall. Then, well, we're going to jump really far into ahead in this and go up to Kurt Busch spinning, fighting for the lead in the late restarts. That was because Kurt Busch is like a lesser of 42 evils, we're going to say here. When all else fails, go for Kurt Busch, because at least he can get it done. He may have a bigger mouth than his brother somehow, but he can get it done. Somehow. I don't know if you can hear in the background, there's thunder. I'm not even going to bother turning on the light because I assume it's just going to... the electricity is going to go out and everything in this bedroom is going to explode. Because I run on... There's my amp, there's my entertainment station, and here's my computing station. Got a microphone, got some speakers. Got my alarm clock over there. Yeah, so... I paid attention to most of this race so that I would have something to talk about in this review, because I didn't see the first two races, but there's still not much to talk about. I mean, it was... the racing was I mean, we knew from the start that it was going to be a Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick show, because they were going speeds upwards of 210. I mean, that's the speeds that they made slow it down at Daytona. They're going to need to put restrictor plates on at Michigan. That's saying something. And because they must have been having pretty good speeds in the Truck Series too, if it was able to injure Blaney. And not to mention Ryan Truex. Not a good weekend for the Truex family. Ryan Truex injured in practice. Martin Truex's girlfriend has cancer. Goodness, good Phil Collins. What a week for the Truexes. But Ryan Truex was replaced by J.J. Yaley, so it was the biggest who gives a fuck of the whole weekend right there. Yeah, so if you're going fast enough with all these safety features, and you're still getting injuries, slow the cars down. It's impressive that you're getting these speeds, but you could do the exact same thing if you just take off the restrictor plates at the plate tracks. So it's not as impressive as it should be, considering. So they really need to slow these cars down, or else is it going to take another death? Is it going to take another Dale Earnhardt for you to get cars slowed down universally and not just at plate tracks? I mean, it didn't take a death to get the plate tracks slowed down. It took safety precautions. After the, was it Bobby Allison wreck in 86? The more thunder, though. I hope you can hear that. It's pretty intense out here. Kind of. Not really. It flooded a little, though. We got like a centimeter of rain covering the roads for a while there. So yeah, that happened. Anyway, I'm just glad that the race was able to start on time, because it was raining earlier today there. And I'm usually, whenever it's raining at the racetrack, it's sunshine and rainbows out here. So I always say send the rain over here, and lo and behold, here's the rain, and there it's not. So thank you, Mother Nature, for not being a cunt this week. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Next weekend is Bristol. I should be able to see all of it, but the educational system's pulling me back into its reins for my last senior year here, so I won't be able to see the truck races anymore probably, because they run in the middle of the day on Fridays usually. And I don't know how work is going to be over the weekends during this year. I really feel like I'm going to have a lot of weekends off now, because I'm going to have to work Monday through Fridays basically without a break, maybe a single day in between there. 4-day weeks between Monday and Friday. So hopefully that'll get me some time off on the weekends to be able to do these NASCAR reviews. But anyway, for this week I'm signing off. I plan on doing new preview type shows where I go through a whole bunch of news and give my predictions for the races. I wasn't going to start doing that until next year, but I might just give it a test run next week. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, we will see. Anyway, Gordon won. Better than Logano.